Hey folks, welcome back to Total War Rome 2. We are continuing our Baktria Let's Play. Last time, if you remember, I got my butt handed to me by the Parthians after winning a battle, and then I got overconfident and went into their land, and then they had a whole other army sitting over here that managed to get them to get me. Anyways, it's a whole thing. So now we are having to take back Merv. First, we need to research something new. We just finished this, which gives us workshops, which means that we can eventually build siege equipment. Okay. First thing I'm doing, before I worry about the research, I'm gonna go ahead. This army is going down to Baktria. We're at peace with the Roxolani. So I just need to keep recruiting in this army. That's my current goal. Alright, that's what I've been doing. What I'm gonna keep doing. Research. Let's go ahead and get some set prices going, I guess. I really don't know. It's not gonna make a big difference on the current state of the game anyways, because it's not like I can build new military bases really easily or anything like that, so public order's fine there. It's doing okay here and doing okay here. So there's nothing I need to do with that. Anything I can do in diplomacy. The Roxolani are neutral, and I should probably try to keep them that way, because even though I know that's just 1, 2, 3 provinces, it's that's a big enough empire. I don't want to start off fighting them.
But do not pass the day in words without
Trade agreement?
merit.
What about just trade agreement? Ugh. What if I pay you for the trade agreement? What if I pay you? Will you take my payment? Listen, I have resources you could really use right now, buddy. Like silk. Ah, he's not gonna... Okay, well then let's just end the turn, I suppose. Sophocles. 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 Enemies of Circe. Okay. Let's get the siege experts, maybe? Yeah. Siege experts. And then let's get tactician, and then end the turn. Ooh, okay. I need to take out that army ASAP. I can't just be idle like I have been. Dang. Yeah. Okay, Parthia's turn still, because they haven't done enough damage to me. Enemy wounded, okay. Agent recovered, okay. Subject gains notoriety, okay. Anything else you want to tell me? Our Thracian slave girl has been captured by a political opponent. A trusted member of our household for many years, she knows everything about our family. These people will use her knowledge to ruin us. Let's buy her back. We'll go ahead and begin moving in to attack this army, because I don't think they can beat us with what we've currently got there, especially once they replenish for this turn. Now then, I think we can get some. Actually, don't be stupid. Let's get some Eastern Spears. Don't be stupid and then get Eastern Spears. Funny joke. But well, I'm gonna get some Eastern Spears, because part of my problem last time was that I was trying to charge cavalry with axemen. You see, if you play Total War at all, you immediately see the problem, because there's a rock, paper, scissors mechanic in Total War. We've talked about it before. A bunch of people have talked about it. It's not hidden knowledge by any means. And so I don't, even though these are worse troops overall, it's more important that I have the cavalry resistance than I do the infantry resistance, especially this early on in the game when I'm fighting Parthia. But next turn I'll attack Amol. And hopefully in like 5 turns-ish, I can attack Merv. Construction complete of public forum. 1 more turn until that's done. That is great. Okay, let's go ahead and get Traveler's Lodge. That'll give us some food income. Kara is not done. Neither is Mariconda. Oh, I don't know. Nothing's done in being done in Mariconda. Let's see here. I could get some Persian light archers out of this. Honestly, I don't have a way of recruiting archers right now, so that may not be a bad idea. Go ahead and upgrade this. And I suppose... Quartermaster's report, faction destroyed, settlement lost. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing really there for us to do. Let's go ahead and also upgrade this to grain pits. And then in the turn. Parthia is going to stand their ground. I don't know if that's good or scary, but it is what it is. Oh. After paying handsomely for the girl's safe return, it was decided that she knew too much. She had to die. Well, that's sad. Eastern Spearmen, Eastern Slingers. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, we'll just auto-resolve this. I really don't see a point in fighting it with the force I've got here. It's not a force, really, that can do a whole heck of a lot of... I just don't think it's going to be an interesting battle, if I'm going to be honest. So we're just going to auto-resolve this. The Emilians are dead. Actually, they're not. You're actually trying to save them. We'll go ahead and upgrade both of these so that evens out and we end up getting some more income. Actually, we don't have to have the temple. Put that. We'll do it this way because it only costs, what, 1,300, and I need to make sure I have plenty of money to recruit troops here. Let's get some citizen cavalry. Actually, let's get 4 units of citizen cavalry. Let's just max out on those this turn. That way we can have a decent force if they attack us, or when we attack them, melee cavalry, because the best... So what I've kind of figured out, this is kind of the tactic I've been going with, is I'm going to have a lot of troops for fodder. So what I may end up having to do is recruit a bunch of Eastern Spearmen. But once I do that, I hold them in front of the horse archers and use my missile troops to shoot the horse archers. If I can do that, I think I stand a good chance against most of their armies because of the fact that they're just not looking for, my brain's not braining. They're just trying to take out what they consider to be my main threat, which is the melee infantry. If I have some melee troops taking the fire, though, that aren't really worth much to me, then I think I can make this work. Because our missile troops have torn them to shreds before. So I'm hoping that's the right tactic here. Okay, construction is complete of the polis, meaning that we now have this being a fully Hellenized city in architecture, and we finally have a garrison there. We're going to start seeing this go down. Conquest? Oh, right, because I'm all... Yep. We're going to start seeing that public problems go down, public water problems go down. And other than that, so in that case, let's actually go ahead and upgrade this because we already have 2 temples there. We have that army right there. It's going to be fine. Settlement captured, inspired populace, all that. I know it has been a lot of struggle early on, but honestly, we're a lot better off than when we started because we do have those 2 provinces. Yeah, it's not been pretty getting them, but I think we pretty securely have them unless the Roxolani decide that they want to get involved, in which case, it's just going to be more pain. One of your magistrates is complaining about the lack of slaves in his province. He feels that more slaves will help improve the productivity of his lands and boost the local economy. I'm not going to do anything about that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a couple more units of pikes. a couple more slingers, and then I think I'll get 2 units of javelins next turn and another spearman. And I think that'll be a good force to march into Parthia with. Keep on keeping on, lady.
I cannot.
There's a small army here. We can definitely beat that, so let's go ahead and scout out their remaining provinces.
As a shadow.
That's a slightly bigger army.
We hunger
What I might actually need to do... Okay, in that case, I'm gonna get some Bactrian light horse and hire them as mercenaries. And then next turn we'll begin advancing because we don't want to allow them too much time to rebuild while we're rebuilding. I am so sick of the scout spam in Rome 2. It gets so annoying. Okay, so they have switched out their armies. I'm glad I have my scout there. Because what that tells me is I need to move both generals into position to attack Merv. Subversion. Okay, whatever. I have set the prices. A lack of slaves. The petulant child, the magistrate, refused to buy any additional slaves. Cool. Let's get 3% wealth from agriculture and get option to make storage rooms and irrigation ditches. Now then, we can't get there this turn. So in theory, what they could do is attack this army out in the open, but honestly, I don't know that that's the worst thing in the world. Just to be safe, I want to make sure that this army has a harder time getting there. Hey, look at that. You succeeded for once in your freaking useless life. Instead of doing it this way, I could just do this. Attack here. They'll outnumber us, that's fine. Yeah, I know. I know what I'm doing. But then I encircle and then bring this army right here. Attack again. Beautiful. Okay. They're gonna sally out, aren't they? Ah, I'm so sick of fighting Parthians. So their garrison involves 2 units of regular cavalry and some infantry. This is the force that bothers me. They've got a lot of horse archers. I think I'm going to fight it though. I've got plenty of reinforcements here. Their horse archers we can basically just use the Eastern Spearmen like I was saying earlier. If they sally out, which I figure they're going to do. In most situations, Eastern City they aren't. Okay. Well, as I was saying anyways, most situations, Eastern AI tend to like to sally out, but maybe that's something they've changed, I don't know. But they do better with mobility, so a lot of times it's just better for them to sally out and face us. Either way, the tactic remains largely the same. Only difference is they don't have quite the flanking maneuverability as they would out on the open field, which isn't bad if I can keep them in the city. Let's wait on this one. I don't want fog messing with my line of sight. There we go. Dry. Start deployment. Okay. So, Eastern Spears. You absolute garbage units. Okay, objectively probably the worst unit in the game. At least, freemen from Gauls or whatever they are have, javelins. And you can do a lot of damage with javelins when properly placed. You can't really do any damage with Eastern Spearmen almost in any circumstances. Go ahead and push these guys forward.
Today we fight.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and sally out this way.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Very well.
Simple idea.
Horse archers, we're going to have you circle. Actually, we're going to use some of you as reserves to defend these archers. And then we're going to have the rest of you, well, that only 2 units, just move around. Let's get you up here ASAP. Looks like they're charging. But it looks like we're also getting some good shots in against those horse archers, which is the reason I have done this. Yeah, I mean, just... That's brutal. Let's go ahead and have you focus fire on their general. The sooner get rid of him, the better. Put you in skirmish mode. There's no point in having you get charged down. They like to use that against us. We're going to use it against them. I mean, like I said before, we can just rip their units to shred with these horse archers. And Eastern Spearmen are cheap and not worth much, so if they get ripped to shreds, I truly don't care. How's the general doing? He's doing okay right now. Okay. What we're gonna do, go ahead and bring a couple of units over here. We're gonna use them to kind of wrap in and shoot on their flanks, like we kind of did with these two. Some of the units weren't deployed yet whenever we brought.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this little number. Who's out of ammunition? I'm assuming. Yeah, it's the javelins. How did they do? 81. That's not terrible. We'll take that. Now then, this is where the Eastern Spearmen are going to do terribly.
The men are wavering.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Eastern Spearmen just simply are not made for melee combat. They are made to be fodder. Okay. What we're going to do in that case is we're going to bring forward all of our light cavalry, or citizen cavalry rather, and light cavalry. Bam, 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 group them. And we're going to charge them into the main line. I know that's not how you want to use cavalry by charging them into spears, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. We don't need that line to break. We don't need a mass rout on my hands and not be able to use our skirmishers to their full potential. Most of their troops are Eastern Spearmen too anyways, so it's not like they're going to do a whole heck of a lot better. Get back, get back.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Charge.
This is a shameful display.
Come on, where's my men? This is the general. Let's go ahead and get our general over here. Could do some good flanking actions.
Our men flee
Okay, the Eastern Spearmen have broken as I expected they would.
Let's go
ahead and charge you in over here. Come on, keep firing. Keep firing. Cataphract, get up there.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, they have broken through over here. Let's go ahead and use them to charge against these missile troops. Cataphracts, come on.
Our
Come
men
on.
flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
There's a reason that they said that we wouldn't win this in other circumstances. Because they were right. Let's go ahead and keep doing this. We've just got to break through. Let's move our skirmishers back where they can actually engage against the enemy effectively. And let's go ahead and move our cataphracts in here. Come on, bring them down. Oof. Oof. Okay, retreat, retreat, retreat. That was a mistake. I keep forgetting I'm playing on hard mode, and even though their horse archers can charge my missile troops, I can't charge theirs. Go, guys! Oh my gosh, I swear. Do not get my general killed because you got stuck. They're noble cavalry. Okay. Pikemen. Finally. Okay, let's form a secondary line here. Get our javelins back. And we'll need our pikes to go ahead and do this. And once we do that, we'll withdraw our cavalry out of melee combat so that they can not just be getting slaughtered. Horse archers, come on. We need you to do something here.
We await your orders. We are at your command.
our cataphracts are winning. Sorry for coughing in the old ears. Trust me, I wish it was not the case. Okay, it's almost time to pull our cavalry back out. Once we do, we better move our general out too. Come on. Come on. Slingers, what are you still doing there? Come on. Everyone who is not cavalry needs out of that. Eastern Spears, that includes you. We don't want to completely lose that army with this one battle. Okay, so everyone's formed up. Retreat! Retreat. Let's go ahead and have you retreat too.
Riders at the double!
How did they do? They lost roughly 20 men and they killed 80. That's not bad. Come on. Use your pathfinding properly. Come on, guys. Everyone retreat. Everyone retreat. That includes you. Oh my gosh, these guys are stupid. General! Are you out of ammo? Not quite. Well, you are.
Swift and accurate.
Oh,
The battle is turning in our favor.
That makes sense. Retreat, guys.
We are at
Slingers.
Quick march! Pikemen!
Attack the foot archers. Yeah, they're not going to win against you. The general retreat. Did the general retreat? He did, okay.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, here we go.
At your service.
Let's bring in our cataphracts to finish off this battle with these horse archers. We don't want to keep them hanging around on the battlefield. And this should do us. Yeah, there we go. These are out of ammo. Let's go ahead and get them out of combat. This is going to cost more casualties than I would have liked, but with them selling out, they did something smart there. They made sure that our
One of our units
Eastern
has used all its
Spears
ammunition.
really did a number on us. Or that our Eastern Spears really didn't do as well as I needed them to, because what I was planning on doing is just kind of holding them in position while this thing was fired. And the AI did good. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
Your orders.
AI is not usually good at doing that, but everyone has a good day. Human are shattered. Don't chase them down. Once we win this, they're gone anyways. There's no point in chasing any of these guys down. Yeah, like, these guys did terrible. The best one is this, over here, and they killed 90. I figure most of those were missile troops. Okay, and that's the end of the battle. Close victory. Yeah, it shouldn't have been, but it was. Okay, so they lost all of their men. We lost 1,700. It takes us a few turns to replenish, but it's going to take them a lot longer. We managed to take back Murr, and now we've pretty much got it secured. We've got 2 armies sitting there defending it. We're going to be able to rebuild pretty quick. I think this is, overall, I think this is the last time we're going to have to fight the Parthians for Murr, unless something unforeseen happens, like, again, the Roxolani. What I ideally would do would be to take them out and just kind of hope that I can push westward before any of these neighbors do anything, but there's no guarantee that that would work anyways, so I'm just going to have to kind of bide my time a little bit. Okay, Sacred Grove, and change the building center. Neither of these armies lost a single unit.
At your command.
It wasn't pretty, but we did win. Okay, in Baktria, what we're going to do is go ahead and get a Greek Ballista workshop going. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, and that'll be done in 2 turns, and we'll be able to recruit Ballista and be able to attack them, their city walls. Okay,
At your command.
So I think we need to go ahead and
How may I serve
do
you?
this number right here. Let's give her some more cunning,
Ready for orders.
and then we'll go ahead and do covert action where we can have both of our armies doing night battles. Construction is complete on the trench mine. That's good. And yeah, we didn't have to have that built by then anyways, so. But let's go ahead and get the Sacred Grove built here in Cath. And then let's go ahead and do nothing there. Sounds good. Okay, so these guys are replenishing. So, sorry, I just realized I've kind of been in the zone here. The good thing is, we now have Merv, as I said. The bad thing is, we still have 3 more Parthian provinces to take, and we've not conquered them a single time. So, what we need to do is... What I should do is start scouting out the remaining 2 provinces and see what armies reside there. There's none in Susia, and I'm hoping there's none in Zedrakarta. If that's the case, we should make a lightning campaign into their provinces and take them out ASAP. If we can do that, we will have some time to kind of rebuild after the war. Because the war with the Masagatai and the war with the Parthians has really done a number on us. I mean, it has... I don't know if it's as much that I've not been able to focus on other things, or that it has been that difficult for me to win, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and move this guy here. Let him replenish, actually move him here, and let him replenish this turn, and go ahead and attack Nisa this turn, or this next turn. I don't want them to get any more troops than is necessary. Merv is fine, there's not any reason to keep 2 armies there with them not having any army here, so. Construction complete is the only notification we got. Okay, diplomacy. Anything else I can offer or can get? Roxalani, are you sure you don't want that trade agreement? It's looking better now, right? Right?
Honest in others.
I mean, look, I've got... What is that? I've got lead now, and silk, and I'm importing timber. Nah. What about just a non-aggression pact? Sometimes they're weird. Usually they just want the trade agreement and not the non-aggression pact. No. Okay. Well, I tried. Let's end the turn. They want a peace treaty. That is not happening. The reason that's not happening, even though I've beaten them, they're giving me money for it, I don't need them rebuilding. They're going to attack again. The AI in these games is notorious for getting a quick peace and then coming back stronger than they were before and attacking you again, and you just have to repeat this whole process over again. I'm not doing that. I'm taking them out as quickly as I can. Urge Populace, we got the workshop and the skirmisher camp done. That's great. What is the next... What does this building tree give me? So the next one gives Greek Giant Ballistas, and then Polyboss and Scorpions, and then we can get Onagers with the last one. Sounds good. Troubled Populace and Transoxia. That's fine. They're actually improving. It's just they were so low to begin with. Okay, so they didn't like the idea of me moving my army closer, so they moved a smaller army here to defend this, and then retreated with their other army. Did they get another province somewhere through here? I'm not seeing it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and that. Oh, allergies are killing me. We'll just auto-resolve this one. Ooh. Okay, what if I do an encirclement? And despite what I want to do, go ahead and bring this army up. I don't want to do that, but I don't want to get a Pyrrhic victory with that either. Yeah, that's much better. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve that. And occupy.
Ready for further orders. Ready for battle.
Okay, so that just leaves Susia and Zedrakarta.
skills are yours.
Oh! I just realized what happened. They hadn't... Okay. So, that army, even they hadn't gone all the way down to Zadrukarta, meaning that they were still there in reinforcement range, which is the reason I had such a bad time fighting those guys. Okay, well that's at least understandable now. Do stables, grain pits, and then it doesn't really matter on this one. Does it? One gives public order. Sure, let's get the public order going. Let's go ahead and have you head back to Merv. And then we'll need to give you strategist. Now then, yeah, you're a king, and you are also a general. So none of the opposing political families are generals. We actually do need to change that, because even... so, there's a trade-off that you do that I learned about semi-recently in Rome 2. So, if you have a general that is of a, say in this case, the Greek families, who's the only other opposing political party we have, then you have them take a province. It seems to me, at least from what I've been able to gather, that party is more likely to be able to gather control over the provinces they take than they are over the provinces the other parties take. That being said, however, if you are using them and their armies, then they don't gain... they're basically not sitting at home gathering more senators to their cause. They're... I don't know how else to explain it. They basically become less politically influential, but they become more influential per territories on the map. And the reason that's important is you want more political influence, but at the same time, if they declare war, it doesn't matter how much political influence they have whenever it comes to the time for civil war, because they will spawn with units in every single province, or every single province they have will rebel, regardless of if their influence is higher level. So it's a kind of game where you have to watch and trade off different things. So we encountered the Persians. We captured Nisa. All of this is great. Merv, nothing really can do there or there. Nothing really can do anywhere. Okay, let's just... diplomacy, nothing. Yeah, okay, end the turn. Parthia is retreating. Now, are they both going to retreat to the same province? Yes. Okay, that's interesting. So ideally, what I would do is move with both armies to separate provinces. Let's do military development, sure. Yeah. Okay. So ideally what I would do is move this army down to Susia, and move this army over to Zadrukarta. And there shouldn't be any army over here.
On the road again.
The Adriai fail, that's not surprising. They're one of the weakest factions. Persians are over here. But they're not at war with me.
At your command.
I think this is the play. I think we do this. Yeah. Haria. Oh, the Persians are at war with them. That's nasty. Oh, we'll deal with them when we have to. We're just gonna do a little trickaroo here.
Waiting for orders.
Like that, surprisingly, did not lower the public order. I don't know how, but we'll take it. Okay, Merv. Actually, that wasn't Merv. That was Kef. Let's upgrade this. What do these provide me? I don't think I need. Something the later games get right is building garrison quarters. Because that's what I really need right now in Cat. I don't need a new place to build troops, or recruit troops. I need a new place that will help defend this garrison whenever they get attacked, almost inevitably by the Roxolani. But they don't have that right now. Or they won't have that. This game's too old. So, I don't know what to do, really. I mean, yeah, if I built a muster field, it would give me levy pikemen, and then I could go either route, any route I wanted to get more troops of any kind, but just I've built so many muster fields. If I build an industry here, we're gonna build another muster field. I hate to do it, but I really do need this province to be defended, and I'm probably going to go down the route of the. I don't know. Believe it or not, Thero spears I don't think are as valuable as the levy pikemen. And so what I might do is just go down this route and get the Bactrian Royal Cavalry. What do I have as missile units here? Some Eastern Slingers. Well, to be honest, I think the cavalry is going to be more important. Yeah, we'll go down the cavalry route. Nisa is going to take 2 turns to build up there. So let's just end this one. Rome, Carthage, all the normal people. But I think we need to finish this war with Parthia ASAP. We can't afford to just dilly-dally and let them keep building up. I think that even though we're kind of weak right now, they're a lot weaker, and it's going to be better off if we just wipe them out instead of waiting around. Let's go ahead and take Susia. We're going to auto-resolve that. They've got some medium cavalry, camel spearmen. I do want to play as Parthia at some point. I actually enjoy the horse archer playstyle whenever I am doing it. I'm terrible at it, but there's only one way to get good at it, and that's by doing it. Let's occupy. Okay, so Susia is now ours. Let's go ahead and convert these over to Voodoo Farm, and then we'll actually go ahead and put in a Holisaderos barracks or a Perioikoi barracks. We'll do Perioikoi. Right, no, we're not doing Perioikoi. Scratch that, we get horse archers from this. We're going to do citizen cavalry and pikemen, so we're gonna, yeah. Okay. Last but not least, Zadrakarta. It looks like Area got sick of them and fought off a couple of their armies. Listen, I am willing to have the help. But because of that, we're not going to have a real big battle here. They're going to pretty much die with a whimper instead of a bang, which is a little disappointing. It's always sad whenever you're playing these games and that happens, but honestly, it happened historically a lot, so... Our big battle was the battle for Nisa, or the Battle of Merv. The big battle wasn't this one. Occupy, we know for the subjugate thing that was their last thing. Faction destroyed? No, faction not destroyed. I see them right here, yep. Well, they're not going to get this back. Let's go ahead, convert that, demolish that, demolish that. Okay. So, we have wiped out all of the Parthian provinces, meaning that finally, at long last, we have faced them down and beaten them, and we need to begin looking westward, which means that we're going to begin using more pikes, less skirmisher units, but not quite yet. We're gonna go with, we still got to deal with the, who are these? Basically 2 different Persian factions. I don't know the history of this era real well, especially in the east. And so, I don't know. My knowledge of this era is pretty much limited to here because, you know, Bible major, so I know the history of Israel during this time, the Maccabean Wars and that sort of thing. I know a little bit about Greece and Rome, but the Eastern stuff, never learned that much about. I should. It's really interesting stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and get Hellenization. That'll give us the ability to upgrade this from a Holisaderos barracks to a Hoplite barracks, giving us our next unit of spearmen that aren't freaking Eastern spearmen. Right? Yeah, Theros spears, and then we'll be able to actually use those to effectively fight off cavalry instead of having to use our Eastern Spearmen to do it for us, which is terrible. Other than that, I think we just end the turn, right? You have anything? Yeah, you do. Okay. Let's get minus 4% upkeep. And then do you have anything? Because you did capture this province. You do. Glad I checked. Let's go ahead and get stalwart defenders. And then end the turn. Ah, I did it again. I tried to make sure that time. Okay, let's get tactician. There we go. Gosh. Okay, so they're attacking our province that we just took from them. You know what? I always feel bad just letting a enemy auto-resolve themselves to death. And this will be a slightly more interesting battle than the auto-resolve of Zaberkarta. So we're actually going to fight this one out. It's just going to be 1,200 versus 1,800. We're going to outnumber them. We have the defensive advantage. We're going to have pretty much every advantage. But, you know, it's not fair to let a good enemy just die ingloriously. Try to mimic Alexander whenever he executed the people who killed Xerxes. We're not here to, or whoever it was. It wasn't Xerxes that fought him, was it? Whoever it was that that they killed in order to try to placate him. Up formation attack, please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and align that. There we go. Okay, this is the city center. Why am I... You know what? No, I'm not going to just hand it to him by being stupid. We're gonna actually go ahead and defend this smartly. And then we're gonna use our slingers here. Let's use our spearmen on this side. And then a unit of pikemen. Actually, 2 units of pikemen over here. And we'll leave this undefended for now, and if we have to move somebody over, we definitely can. We can actually move some cavalry over and just do this. That's actually a better idea than just leaving it completely undefended. Where's the general? Don't want him out and about. Oh, in a boot. Okay. A bit of lag there. That's weird. We're not going to use any of our defenses. We're just going to go. They do have square formation, which I haven't used, to be fair. I used it one time during the very first battle with them, I think. Something like that. Which way that came from? Over here! Ooh! Eek. That's not good. Okay, well... Like I said, we do outnumber them in pretty much every way. Their noble horse archers are charging in on us. Let's go ahead and move our slingers this way. Guys, if y'all keep hearing that and it sounds like I'm right next to you, I promise every time I cough, I'm doing my best to aim it away from the microphone and everything. It's just... It is not the best thing in the world. Okay, fire on the noble horse archers, please. Take out their general. This will be a real quick battle. They're gonna charge in. Okay, sure. Use our backhand light horse. Use both of those units, actually. I mean, we are just peppering them to death. Each, like, one rock's not gonna do the trick. They're pretty heavily armored. But at the same time, we get some good hits in, and they're just gonna slowly wither down their health. This is something I absolutely love about the Eastern factions. In the Western factions, you don't get any type of cataphract unit really. And the armor for the horses just looks so cool. I don't know what else
The
to
enemy
say.
general is
Enemy general's dead. That's gonna end the battle before it's begun, really, I think. Okay, so their archer cavalry is making their way out. We're just gonna let them. Whoa. Y'all are not in guard mode, are you? Oof. Everyone, guard mode. Retreat. These are some hillmen. Nothing our pikes can't handle. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and move their horse archers over here. These just plain archers? They are! Phew, I almost did them. Go ahead and move our cavalry out then, and just go ahead and attack that way. Those hillmen are pretty confused. We're just gonna let them run out in circles for a bit. So, since all of their slingers are, or all their archers are over here, we're going to just use our cavalry to take these guys out and not bother with them over here. We're not going to use our slingers to take out them. Our slingers' rocks are too valuable on these horse archers. Okay, they're going to charge in with one of the units, it looks like, maybe? No, they decided not to. Okay, we're going to break them. Yep, they're broken. The hillmen, are they making up their mind finally? Please? There we go. They're broken. Now it's just up to this one unit. And then the rest of these are just Parthian spears, which are basically our Eastern Spearman equivalent. So, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to accomplish much of anything. Yeah, just keep on peppering them.
The enemy general
That's the second enemy
is
general
dead.
dead. They should not have a bloodline anymore. That should take care of it. Oh, that's beautiful. See, this is what I think you want to do with AI and skirmishers. I mean, they just... You can rip through their skirmishers if you have enough infantry of your own. Okay, hold your fire. We do not want to waste all the fire, since they're broken for good. Ooh, that's interesting. They're actually using... I've never seen them actually just sit there and use javelins before. Well, I probably have. I just haven't ever paid attention to it. Well, we don't want them to get away by cheaply killing our men, so... Or with cheaply killing our men, so... Let's just make sure that this unit never sees the light of day again. There's a small, very small chance that they retreat from this and still have a couple units left, and I'm trying to prevent that. Okay, you know what? They are not going to come over here. So we're going to go ahead and do this.
Advance the speed.
They're more likely to come over here than they are over here, so let's just, yeah, let's... Oops, there we go. Both these units over here. And if I have to throw in some Eastern Spears, that's not a big deal. Wait for it. Wait to fire. Let's go ahead and throw in this unit of Eastern Spearmen over here. Obviously that makes this flank extremely weak, but it's better than having literally nothing over there. Okay, so... Bam, bam. Nope, not that. There we go. Open fire. That'll do it. That'll do it every time. Yep, killed 30 in one shot, it looked like. Dang. Heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right to move these guys around here, it looks like. Let's actually keep them from going around this other flank that I said they weren't going to, because I'm not going to let them prove me wrong.
As you command.
Yep, they're charging in the Eastern Spearmen, which is not a huge surprise, because, like I said, that does make it the weakest flank over there. Let's go ahead and bring our Western Spears over here. Yeah, we're not going to let them try and circumnavigate our pikes. We're just going to do this little number, and they're broken immediately. Use our cavalry to chase them down. I do not want them coming back. Skirmishers, you've done your job. Hold your fire. But they broke so quick that there's a decent chance they turn around. But I don't think it's that big with their generals all being dead. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. Keep going, guys. Come on. But yeah, everyone guard mode off. And there we go. I mean, if they come back, it's not the worst thing in the world. We can just sally out, fight them real quick, and then turn around and go back. So let's go ahead and end the battle. Decisive victory. Hard fought to get here, but once we got here, it was decisive. You know, we'll take it. They're gonna retreat, aren't they? Wow, okay. No, they're dead. They're gone. They're gone forever. There we go. Who wants
I
to
speak with honest and honorable tongue. I demand that you
No.
listen.
No.
And then
Also, I
watch,
did
even
not
foolish
realize Persia was
choice.
that big. That's
But we respect
intimidating.
your
Persia was actually bigger than
independence
Parthia whenever Parthia died. That is kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. Okay, the Parthians are destroyed. And mission successful. Assent to my bold undertaking. From humble beginnings come great things. Take your first step and establish a foothold from which to launch your people to greatness. And you control 9 settlements either by direct ownership or through satrapies or military allies. And I'll get 2,500 gold for that. I need to maintain 60 units in total. And I need to research something in the construction branch. But it's going to be another shorter episode. I think that that's a good place to end it, and I don't think I'm going to get a better place to end it. So, we have destroyed Parthia once and for all. We have kind of secured our western border, for now, loosely secured. And we can begin rebuilding this next video. So I hope you all have enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things the cool kids do, and I will see you all next time. Bye.